said that. Yeah, because
Me?
before, no, not you. You're already shacked up, lady. What's going on with that? What's the story? How about just one man, one?
My point is this. Last night, I saw this all over the timeline, just going absolutely crazy over how excited he was. How excited he was that he gets to control women's bodies now. Like, just pure resentment towards the existence of women. Something beyond like wanting a trad wife. I didn't even know that level of misogyny was even possible, right? Like, that level of being an incel was even something that real human beings experienced. And then I was reminded of the desperate attempts of Destiny revitalizing this career, so much so that he basically got access to Milo Yiannopoulos and Kanye West and went and had dinner with Donald Trump. Okay? What is this? He's saying he was a connection to certain spheres, not that he was his only career path. Wait, yeah, he didn't have America First at all, where he was connected to actual politicians. Yeah, he was. He gave him an additional platform. Okay? He gave him a platform and normalized his perspective. This is the clip.
The feel when we control your bodies. Hey, we control your bodies. Guess what? Guys win again, okay? Men win again. And yes, we control your bodies. Hi, I'm your Republican congressman. Hi, I'm your Republican congressman. It's your body, my choice. And men, women again. Men win again. There will never, ever be a female president. Never. There will never be a female president, ever. It's over. Glass ceiling. Dude, it's a ceiling made of bricks. You will never break it. Your stupid face keeps hitting the brick ceiling. We will keep you down forever. You will never control.
Look at how disgusting of a monstrous piece of this man is, okay? Disgusting. Remember that.
Your own bodies. You will never be the president of the global empire. Never gonna happen, sweetie.
Yeah, he's blue-pilled. That's why he's wearing a blue hat. Destiny successfully debated him in the marketplace of ideas. He blue-pilled him. And meanwhile, over the past year, because of the insanity of his own community, I remember throughout the past year, his community has consistently said, while he was normalizing Nick Fuentes, that I was a far greater threat to the United States of America than Nicholas Fuentes. Okay? His community, unironically, because of his like mania, because of what he has primed him into thinking, like such virile hatred, that I am a larger threat in their eyes than Nicholas Fuentes. Now, their attitude might have shifted now, okay?
And and Fuentes' treatment of me is so bad. I don't understand. That's something he'll have to learn and grow. Not to sound like not to be too self-aggrandizing, but like Fuentes should be worshiping me.
You know, he called against voting for Trump before the win. Why do you take him seriously? He's not even a real. This is the problem. This is directly because of Destiny, okay? People going, he's not even a real. I don't understand. Like, dude, this guy is a Holocaust denier. What are you talking about? What the are you talking about? This is why I try to explain to people, if you hyper focus on this, okay? If you find yourself in the throes of an echo chamber like the one Destiny has created, okay? You are going to find yourself believing really weird that is insanely inconsistent with reality. Okay? Like, you should be ashamed of saying things like this. You should be ashamed of being like, oh, Nicholas Fuentes is not a real dude. Come on, calm down.
Because I am literally I was the only lifeline that he had to like being able to breach like mainstream political conversations. Like I represented a huge potential opportunity to him, and he just was so bad faith in the way he treats me. It's unbelievable. I don't know why the f he would do that. Like he should have been so conciliatory towards me. And I'm not looking for that. I'm not asking for my bitch or anything. But for him to be like relentlessly bad faith against me all the time, like, bro, who the f are you? Like I can put you on a screen in front of 14,000 people. Like I'm giving you your phone number to like Adam 22 so you can go to a show. Why the f would you like burn my so hard? Like just,
why would you burn my so hard? I'm propping you up. Okay? I'm propping you up. That chatter basically proved your point. He said Nick said not to support Trump, so he's not a Nick doesn't support Trump because he doesn't think Trump is not racist enough. Lamau. Exactly. So when you find yourself in that circumstance, when you find yourself literally going, oh, well, you know, Nick said don't support Trump because he's not enough, but he's not even a real, who the f***'s a real then, dumbass? Who the, yeah. Trump dinner guest says perfidious Jews should be executed. America First hate leader Nick Fuentes called for those suppressing Christianity to be absolutely annihilated in a recent live stream. And it's not just Nick Fuentes. Destiny did this with Sam Hyde as well. Sam Hyde is also and Destiny propped him up too. He brought him forward. And I remember because not only did this get propped up by Destiny platformed him and actually talked back and forth with him about how he was fantasizing about killing me. And you want to know why I even saw this? Because in this now deleted post on LSF, it was prominently featured on LSF. His community brigaded it and literally put it at the top. It almost went to r/all. Okay? This has been happening. This has been happening for years and years and years. Okay? Tell new chatters how Sam Hyde called to murder you on live TV. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't really fucking matter. It's like, it's whatever. His fans are losers. But like the fact that he was calling for that with his psychopathic fan base is insane. It's additionally insane that this guy gets to present himself as a liberal.
Stay on task.
Okay? That is simply a defense mechanism. Okay? That's it. It's simply just a way to be like, wait, what do you mean? I'm just a liberal. I love doing debates. I love doing debates against conservatives. And he does. He owns conservatives in the marketplace of ideas for sure. Not Ben Shapiro, which he agreed with so much that even Lex Friedman was like, wow, you guys agree with a lot more than you disagree on. Okay? Every step of the way for the past 4 or 5 years, these rabid weirdos, these rabid monstrous pieces of with no real interest whatsoever on any like real political ideologies that they defend, no empathy whatsoever, have been just masquerading as liberals. And the other part of this that I wanted to show you is this video that I saw. Okay? A video where Destiny is talking to one of his orbiters for 7 minutes about saying the N-word.
About that. Damn, dude, I've been pulling the N-word ripcord a lot lately. It's time to recharge.
I know. I'm sorry. You've been watching the stream. You watched me do it for so long. It's I mean, unironically, and you just try to push back against this. I think that a word that's that popular in culture, like in North American culture, I think it's actually becoming weird to gatekeep it based on race. The soft A.
Yeah, it feels weird and shitty and white and privileged to say it, but I feel like I'm over it. I think most people are over it. I think even most black people are over it. I think it's just kind of like cringe at this point. Like, who the fuck cares?
Like, there
White people saying the N-word, who the fuck cares?
a couple years of it being weird, but I feel like we probably are on the precipice of it just being like, whatever. I don't know. That's how I feel about it. And like, I think logically, like if you're trying to defend it logically, like gatekeeping it by race, it cuts against a whole bunch of other principles we have, right?
Yeah, and it just...
They are seriously debating how virtuous it is for white people to say the N-word.
Yeah, it doesn't start to make sense. And like, if you test any of those things, it immediately falls apart. Like the easiest cut against that word is that like, if you use it and you normalize it and some people are blah, 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 any argument that has anything to do with going down that road should mean that black people should never say it in rap music. Like, because that does more to normalize it than literally any white gamer guy on the internet saying ever.
They're not debating, they're agreeing. Sorry, you're right.
Like, obviously nobody's going to concede to that. And then, like, any argument defending that is like, well, it's their word to use for their people. Like, bro, go to a Kanye concert, okay? 95% of these people are teenage girls. Like, come on, the f are you talking about? This is not...
Just a reminder that this community came after me pretty hard and brigaded the LSF subreddit way back when it was actually popping, to get me banned off Twitch for saying, okay? And they successfully did that, for the record. There's an entire Lex Friedman clip on Destiny using the N-word. Yeah.
Not music for black people, okay? Shut the f up. It's music for everybody. Like, yeah, but...
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like, and getting into the whole like intent thing, like the intent of the speaker thing. Like, it's just a fun word to say, and I've never once like used it to, like, you can, the worst you can do is you can say something like bum ass, or like something along these lines, where it's like you're using it as guy or dude, right? But it's like,
yeah, I think how most people see it, so it's like it doesn't even like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, well, I've never once like tried to load negative like stereotypes or racial animus into it. It's just not, that's not what the word's for. So I feel like when I use it, I have no intent there, as opposed to like I honor
any racist person ever like soft aid a black guy as an insult, like maybe somebody just like it just doesn't work. Yeah.
It basically doesn't get, the only example we could come up with was in a video game where the hard R is explicitly filtered. You might have people who use the soft A to like attack somebody, right?
Oh, maybe, sure. In
like text. But that's like, that's such an outlandish example to come up with. Yeah, anyway, I don't know. I guarantee a white person made the soft A rule. What's the soft A rule?
Well, the reality is,
doesn't mean dude?
There's probably not.
Sorry, there's probably not.
If I had to guess, probably. I wonder where the hard R and the soft A came from, because I'm willing to bet that in the beginning there was only the soft A, because like the soft A and the hard R are just
like, imagine being so unimaginably echo chambered, so incredibly disconnected from the real world that you're just having what you're having this. I was like, what is this, bro? Dave Weigel. Guys, you are still trying to replace Rogan. I told you we can't do it, and we can't do it. Now what we might be able to do is recreate him in the aggregate. I can't tell if he's memeing or not. What the hey, it has to be, right? He has Nico Cotta avocado on.
Just a result of like, it's just like how people in the South would speak, right? So black people would use the A because like people in the South speak that way, right? Like if you say something like, oh, like you're fixing to get a beaten or whatever, right? Like fix it or whatever. That,
sure.
Like in like these words, this is not like a black person. It's like a Southern person thing. But like obviously blacks were slaves in the South, so like they picked up a lot of their speakings. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know when that differentiation.
Well, I think the R was there before because it's like it's like from Latin, right? It's just black.
Well, yeah, but I mean, think of who's calling people the N-word. It's not students of
Sorry,
Latin,
I'm just saying that like the R was there. It was like what they're trying to say, and then yeah.
No, like I'm sure it was spelled, but I'm just saying in terms of pronunciation, like I'm sure like everybody in the South probably just kind of said it that way, right?
Yeah. I mean, based on the documentary Django Unchained, I can't dispute anything you're saying.
Yeah, I guess I didn't actually hear people back then talk.
Yeah. No, I mean, I believe you. Like, that does make sense.
I mean, I'm just, that would be my guess, but yeah.
Not much time left.
People in my chat are saying that that's how it is too. Research stream, soft day research stream. This will be our Israel-Palestine guys. El Destiny is probably Europeans calling them the N-word before Southerners. I think, like, I know that. I think he knows that.
Really? I thought the N-word came from America. They always say it's our word. Is it not?
Oh, it's definitely not. That's why I'm telling you it came from like Latin. Like definitely the people who were like capturing these people and bringing them over. That would have been transported.
No, this is insane. Any person that's not terminally online will find this absolutely disgusting and unacceptable weirdo behavior. I think people who are even terminally online would find this unacceptable, disgusting, weirdo behavior. The difference is like it depends on like what community you're a part of. Yeah, if you're someone who frequents all of these different like subreddits, 4chan, poll, all this, like for you, it washes past you. You're like at most not really all that interested in what this is. Like I'm sure there's plenty of communities with active large followings that would consider this to be hilarious. I wonder if Richie Torres knows about this. Did you guys know he was fired from 2 separate pro gaming teams for screaming the G slur, the real one against Asians during matches? Yeah, not Gusano, which they tried to turn into like a racialized term or some
Shot.
that
The
was
N-word,
another one of those moments too.
that's got to be American. Like we must have started. I'm to Google. Who first person
All right.
call people? Like I bet it was like a formal word that appeared in like early Bongar English, but like I feel like it got popular in the United States.
It comes from the word black in Spanish, the original chattel slavery being conducted by Spanish merchants. Isn't that the case? Like I have not I did not dive deeply into the etymology, but I believe it was either I think it was Spanish or the Portuguese, but I think it's Spanish. It's just they're coming in here now. What are they saying? Formerly. You are the biggest echo chamber guy I know. It's perfectly normal. It's a conversation. Oh, dude, please. Like, the reason why I'm showing this to a broader audience is to help people that are trapped in this echo chamber to understand that, like, no, this is not like a normal conversation, creating a permission structure for saying the N-word as a white guy, okay? Like, it's not like a normal discussion, brother. That's a very weird discussion. And then this discussion causes you to think it's normal when it's not. And I'm trying to explain this to you, that like, this is not only pathetic, but it is the reason why you probably get more and more alienated from like normal people around you. Is weirdo behavior, okay? This guy hates white people. Me? Yeah, I know. Everyone always says that. Yeah, I'm white, but I guess I also hate white people simultaneously. I have internalized anti-white hatred.
States.
Well, it's not the country. It's like literally. I think so. I think the South, like the uneducated part of the South, yeah, Gunsmoke, it does. Please explain how the soft A means dude. I just mean like I use it in the same places I would use like guy or whatever. Like that's how I use it usually.
I just don't use it. Are you a regular N-word wielder?
Soft A? I'll say the soft A.
He's lying when he says doesn't use it. He tweets it all the time. He has tweeted it as a flex multiple times after, I think it was like around the time where he got me banned for saying, where he was like tweeting the N-word openly on Twitter.
When the opportunity arises. Probably enough that it's like getting concerning for my real life.
Like, this is the part I wanted to show you. One of Destiny's orbiters is like, after being a part of his community, being an orbiter of him, has gotten so comfortable using the N-word that it's like actually hurting him in the real world. Okay. This part is the most significant part about this. I need you to understand. Okay. I need you to understand that, like, in a lot of these instances, okay, you find yourself in this weird like hug box online, and it feels comforting. And you feel like you have found a community of like-minded people. You feel like you have found, what? 7K hate watchers, lol? I don't know what you mean by that. But you find yourself in a community of like-minded people. I get it, okay? You feel alienated. And now you feel like there's a sense of comfort in this community that you have found yourself online, okay? It starts warping what you even personally think is permissible, what you personally think is appropriate. And ultimately, okay, it ends up pushing you further and further and further away. In the real world, people look at you like you're a weirdo, okay? Yeah, here it is. Here he is at Willie Mac Show. If you're coming in Hassan, you got to bring the heat at this N-word too. These are my biggest, most rabid haters, by the way. These are my biggest, most rabid stalkers. And they've been doing this for years and years and years, nonstop. And they're their own personal lives by thinking that this is how, this is normal.
I just don't use it. Are you a regular N-word wielder?
Soft A? I'll say the soft A when the opportunity arises. Probably enough that it's like getting concerning for my real life. I had this happen to me in college, actually, where like I played video games a lot, and I would use the soft A then. And then it happened when I was like in a computer lab one night doing homework at like 3 a.m. I was talking to my buddy. I said something with a soft A, and he was not expecting it, okay? His eyes perked right up. He was like falling asleep, and he was like, holy shit. But You just basically pulled a turkey Tom? I did. I was a bit of a bridge enjoyer back then. You say it weirdly? I don't say it weirdly, Sognick. And you're an admin for Darius. You're a mod for Darius. Don't come in my chat and tell me I say it weirdly. Go talk to your boy.
Yeah.
All right. Are we finished up with our... We're not quite. Let's finish.
We're all trying to figure out why these people are permabanned from Twitch. Yeah. I wonder how that happened. I wonder why. I wonder how this happened. How could this have happened? How could these guys who are so unimaginably toxic and constantly aligning with white supremacists, white nationalists of every variety, regularly going after content creators on every platform, going after journalists, anyone that is in my orbit at all that I have collaborated with, they will actively target and legitimately try to discredit, stalk over and over and over again. Like, yeah, sure, he debates red pill guys and makes a mockery of them. Those guys are idiots, and that's great. But if he just like stuck to that, and if he had like real firm commitments to being an empathetic person, real firm commitments to being a progressive person, and wasn't just like a rabid internet troll who doesn't give a about anything and only cares about his own narcissistic, clout-obsessed, personal motivations. Like his community calls me a clout-driven person. Yeah, there's a reason why I do these collaborations, not because I'm friends with a lot of these people and I genuinely like them, but also because, yeah, I have a perspective, I have a position, and I want that position to be seen in the most charitable way possible, okay, by as many people as possible, okay? That's it. So just wanted to do a brief little blast in the past. And this is just not even like, this is not even scratching the